Hi, good day, good night, good evening, depending on what time you happen to be watching this. Welcome to another episode of House of Stars. I'm your girl Star, and today I'm going to be doing a reading on the cast members of Love and Hip Hop New York. I'm trying to see if I could get through all the cast. I'm not sure if I can do this, but guys, bear with me. I'm going to start doing them in like trios. So I thought I would start off with Mariahlynn, Bianca, and Cardi B for people that I'm going to read on. I actually love this cast lineup. I haven't really watched the other ones. Like I watched like snippets. So you can see them on like reality fights and stuff like that. Like they always show up on my explore page on Instagram, and I've seen little snippets from other seasons. But this one, like I've been following this one a little bit more closely, and I thought, why not do a video on the cast of Love and Hip Hop? So I'm gonna start off with reading on Mariahlynn. She is born July 17th, 1990. So she's actually born under the sun sign of Cancer. Actually, I think I'm going in the order by age too, because hold on. I think Bianca is, no, hold on. Yes. So I am going in the order of age. So Mariahlynn's the oldest, then it goes Bianca, then it goes Cardi B. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to tap into their energies first. I have a picture here of Mariahlynn. So let me just tap into her energy. Okay, what I see about Mariahlynn, as I see as a person how she is, she actually really shows this very much in her personality on the show. Like I feel like she's a person that does, even though she can have girlfriends, she does better with males than she does with women, is what I do see around her. I get the sense that like she's definitely a person, I know she's touched on it, she's had to kind of be a lone wolf. And at the same time, when it comes to people, like she has a very soft heart inside of her, but it takes a lot to get in there. Like she's more of more of her soft side and her loving side is more with people that known her the longest. But at the same time, she is sweet. She kind of assumes the role of whoever she is as being the big sister. And she's really good at being a director. I think she's a very perceptive person. Like she's one of those people, like she holds a very strong guard. So when she meets people, it's like right away she could tell if somebody's bullshit or if they're not. You know what I mean? Even though half the time, sometimes she does ignore it, at the same time, she does have a big guard for people. And it's not just for herself, like against people. It's not just for herself, but I feel like it's even for the people that are around her. Like she's the kind of person that will warn people of people's intentions. Now we did see this in the show, and I saw this in the show, but I think through and through, like regardless of like script line or storyline, I feel like that's the kind of person that she is. It's like if she thinks that she's cool with you or she calls you a friend, at the end of the day, she's a friend to the end. Like she doesn't use that friend term lightly. That's the kind of person that she is. I get the sense with her, she's been through a lot of hurt. I feel like a lot of the hurt that she's been through, it usually comes from her romantic life. There's somebody in her past that it's like her heart still, it's like everyone has their alpha. So it's like her heart is still scarred when it comes to this person. So I feel like even though like when she meets men or she falls for men or whatever the case may be, she could date somebody, but she never gives her full 100. You know what I mean? I get a sense too that in the past is like she's had to deal with people not really making her feel whole, you know? So she also has, I wouldn't say that she's insecure, but everyone has their insecurities. But at the same time, she also has this thing about her where it's like she kind of has to guard her inner child because she still holds on to some of the things that people have said about her in the past. Now, I'm not trying to make it out like she's some vulnerable person. I'm just saying that, you know, everyone has their kinks to them and their quirks to them that kind of build them up to be who they are. But overall, I feel like she's a natural leader. She's a very organized person. She knows what needs to be done and what should be done. But at the same time, I get the sense when it comes to her and her career, it's like she has people around her that rep her, but she doesn't have the right people around her to get her the amount of success that she's looking for. But I feel like if she continues on the road and what she's doing, she's going to be able to grow and become bigger in the things that she does. I actually see her branching out into doing something. I don't know if it's in radio or if it's in TV, but it has something to do with hosting on some manner. But she's going to be able to branch out and do something like that. So I do see more opportunities coming for her this year outside of her music and outside of love and hip hop. So there are coming her way opportunities, but she needs to find the right person to guide her to make her grow in the extent of where she really wants to be. But at the same time, I feel like when it comes to her, a lot of the hindrance doesn't have to do with the people that she needs to deal with, the people that she's dealing with. I think that she also has some inner healing, some inner demons that she needs to clear up first that is blocking her path in certain ways. In certain ways, it's almost like she wants the success, but there's a part of her that is scared of success. So it's like when it moves so fast, she wants to slow down. You know what I mean? Just so that she can grasp it all, because she wants to feel like she's safe in whatever she does. So that's what I do see for her. I definitely see some kind of internet drama or argument coming up. One of them is with a male, and the next one is going to be with a female. But I feel like something like that is coming up. It's almost like she's been seeing things, whatever the case may be. It's kind of been brewing for her, and she's kind of a person like. Of course, like when you see her on the show, she's very much of a firecracker. I do believe she can be like that. But sometimes I think she kind of gets tired of the drama, and she wants to give people the benefit of the doubt. And she's trying not to be so quick to like jump at people and say something. So right now I feel like she's kind of lurking in the shadows. Like she's kind of seeing something, but she's not ready to really say it as of yet. But there's going to come a point where it's just going to come out on the open, and she's going to say something and I feel like it's going to be on a public platform. I'm like, I don't know if it's necessarily in the show. I'm just feeling like Instagram. You know what I mean? Something like that. But I feel like she's going to do a collaboration with a reputable person. I don't know if I'm wrong. Okay, and if I'm wrong, I'll take it. I don't know why I see like Missy Elliott, like that Missy Elliott vibe. Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like she's going to do a collaboration with somebody that is prominent, and that's going to also help her branch into different corners around her career. So that's what I do see for Mariahlynn. Love and light and blessings to her. Let me see what I see for Bianca. I don't know Bianca's music that well, but I just think she's so beautiful. Like I think she has such an amazing body. Like if I were gonna have a dream body, my body would be Bianca's. This is cute, the slim, everything. I love Bianca. So let's move on to Bianca. Let's get into her energy. July 1st, 1991. Okay, so she's born under the sun sign as Cancer, under the sun sign of Cancer as well. Her birthday is actually July 1st, 1991. So let me see. I just got to get her photo up. So let me just tap into her energy. Okay. Bianca is quite a sensitive spirit. She's actually, I would call her an empath. She is an empath, but she's a very sensitive soul. Like she almost has energy where she absorbs things like a sponge. So one thing for her as well, like she has to be careful what she's around, because depending on if she's around a place that has bad energy or like off energy, it does affect her in ways. That's like going back to Mariahlynn. They're both born under the sun sign of Cancer. So like Cancers is a very sensitive sign. You know what I mean? They're not only sensitive or moody within their emotions, but are definitely sensitive when it comes to their surroundings as well. But I strongly see that in Bianca, that she's very sensitive in her surrounding. There's something about Bianca that I'm getting a sense of like youth in her approach when it comes to her career. I'm not saying that she doesn't know what she's doing. I feel like she has what it takes, but at the same time, there's a lot of growth that needs to happen for her. You know what I mean? I feel like right now it comes into like, you know, also the people that she's working with. I feel like it's like she they can only do the best that they can for her. You know what I mean? So I feel like she's going to have to go through some transitions through her career and changing things to actually see what fits for her. The best thing that I feel is for her is, I think at this point in time where she is, it's like she's kind of putting people in the forefront to take care of things for her. And I think that what she's not realizing is that she's kind of absorbed a lot of information around her, that it would be best for her if she were to actually take a stance in her career in some shape or form if she was allowed to. I don't know what's in papers, but I feel like in certain senses, if she made some moves on her own and try to connect with some people on her own, she'll be able to like have a better footing in what she is doing, and really brand herself a little bit more, because I feel like it's like she has connections, she has people around her. I get the sense of Bianca, like she comes from a very strong, like a family with a lot of strong female energy. So I don't know if there's a lot of females there, or that she has very prominent females or strong energy females in her family, but I get the strong female energy around her. And I also get a strong male energy that stands behind her as well. I just feel overall when it comes for her is that I do see like this year, I feel like she's going to be do some performance. I get the sense that I feel like she's going on tour or going to be working with somebody that's a male, and that's going to bring some success for her as well. But I think overall, like for her, is that she really needs to start putting a footing in what it is that she wants to see for herself. Because I think she knows what she wants to see for herself, but I think it's like she's putting it in the hands of people where she feels like they're experts, and it's like it's kind of getting muddled. You know what I mean? It's like she's not. It's like she has a vision for what she wants for a career, and she's translating it to people, but the message is not being received. So it's coming out like where it's like she wants things to be looking a certain way, but it's not necessarily working out the way that she wants it to, because it's like people are not getting her vision. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel like there's a lot of growth that needs to happen within herself and in her career. I'm not saying like she's immature or anything where she doesn't know what she's doing, but it's almost like I feel like God is really wanting to like, there's something that's going to happen in her life or something within herself, but it's like some kind of recreation within her energy. And I'm not necessarily saying it's because something bad happens. I'm just saying there's some kind of recreation in her energy that is going to give her a strong stance and able to take the puzzle pieces that she has of what she wants and who she is and how she wants to be perceived and put them all together and make them into a package deal. You know what I mean? So that's what I do see for Bianca. Let's move on to Cardi B. Now, I love me some Cardi B. I love Cardi B so much. I just think that she's great. I've never read on her before, but I just think she's great. I love her personality. I love her energy. I love her grind. Like, I probably wouldn't even want it. Like, she probably obviously doesn't know this, and if she ever watches, it's like her grind honestly even inspires me as a woman. You know what I mean? Because it's just like she's just no hold bars at the end of the day. Even when she feels the fear, she still goes with it. And she has something that's her driving force is to be somebody successful and be able to help out her family. And I'm a very family-oriented person, so I can always respect that. So let me move in. I see her birthday here as October 11th, 1992. So she's born under the sun sign of Libra. So let me see what's around her. Okay. Cardi B. Now, Cardi B, honestly, like, I just think that she's an overall, like, warm, loving person. I feel like she is guarded with her love because, of course, I feel like she's been screwed over in the past. And, you know, to be honest, coming from, look at me holding on my boobs like that. Coming from the industry, especially like the adult industry, like there's a lot of cattiness that happens and a lot of that conniving bullshit that happens behind the scenes that, you know, you kind of have to be built strong and kind of have a guard with everybody else because not everybody is your friend. So at the same time, it's like God almost set her up to be in the music industry because she's been through it in the stripper industry. And if you can go from being in the adult industry, how that dynamic is with the women and the competition there, like it also helps to build a blueprint for you to know what you're doing and where you're going when it comes to entertainment industry. I get a sense with her, like, I feel like she, regardless of what, she's a very loving person. Like, I feel like she's a person, how she is, she's the same way whether you're looking or not. She stands very true to herself, and I think she stays very true to herself because of her roots of her family. And she does talk about that a lot, you know what I mean? But I feel like her family and the people around her have always been able to keep her grounded, you know what I mean? At the same time, I feel like she's still young, you know what I mean? She's very mature, she's very wise in her mindset, and that's because she does have a part aspect of her where she's a little bit of an old soul, but at the same time there is a sense of like youth, and there's a sense of not immaturity, purity in the sense of youngness that's still around her. I think that she's definitely going to make it to the top. I definitely do. The thing is with her is that she works very hard. Not only does she work very hard, she tries to understand and learn what the hell that she's doing. And the best thing of all, what works for her is that she follows direction pretty well. You know what I mean? So she's one of those people, like, even though she has her own little blueprint, at the same time she knows how to follow. She knows when she's gonna have to work. She knows when she's not gonna have to get sleep. Like, she's able to do those things and follow direction very well. I feel like when it comes to her, she is a hopeless romantic. She just wants to be in love. You know what I mean? She really just wants to be in love. I feel like when she's met men before, she's met men that have genuinely liked her. But sometimes I feel like men kind of look at her and they see her as a friend sometimes. You know what I mean? It's almost like they forget that she's a regular girl that wants to be loved, and sometimes people miscommunicate that energy with her because she could just be so playful. I think some people underestimate how sensitive she can be sometimes, because really and truly it's like she really tries to mean well. She really wants to show this humble side to her, but it's like she's always judged for either who she is, how she dresses, how she presents herself, and it makes it hard for her at times because she just wants to really be seen for her soul. Like, this is a person that I feel like, regardless of what, out the glitz and glam, looking good, having the fat ass and nice breasts, looking really good and looking pretty, regardless of what, like, she wants you to see her soul. She wants her soul to radiate. She's a person that lives by the mantra of, like, I'm a soul with a body, not a body with a soul. You know what I mean? I really feel like when it comes to her career, like, I just see lights. I just see lights, and I just see open roads for her. You know what I mean? I see a grandmother spirit. I don't know if, I think one of her grandparents alive, but there's a grandmother or great grandmother, I don't know who it is, that has passed, but somebody on the other side is really rooting for her, really pushing for her, push her ahead. You know what I mean? Really pushing her ahead and just opening the doors. And I feel like the reason why she's being so blessed is because she's not going to only bless her own life and bless her mother and her father, she's going to bless her family. You know what I mean? So, like, it's like when I read on her, I just see open roads, like just things that's going good for her. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like there's going to be some changes on behind the scenes when it comes to the music aspect. I don't know if it's one of her producers, but somebody at the music or like business partner or something, but there's going to be some changes that are going to happen there where she's going to have to get rid of somebody. Something's not going to necessarily go right. I get a sense it's like something sneaky and conniving has happened of some sort, but I definitely feel like she's gonna find out something about it, and she's definitely gonna give the person a boot. I also do see, like, I see her hosting something as well. I saw Mariahlynn hosting something, but I see her hosting like an award show. This could be down the road, but I definitely see some kind of award show or something, and she's hosting that or presenting or whatever. But I definitely see, like, her music is going to start to boom. I feel her going back on the road again. But she's going back on the road again, and I feel like she's going to want to, I feel some deals, and I see a lot of opportunities that are coming on the table. But right now I see a lot of them. Some of them are even in the works and she knows nothing of them. You know what I mean? But I see the number 3. So I see 3 different offers that is going to be coming to her over the next 3 to 4 months. That are going to be really, really good for her career and advance her. Like, it's going to be at a place where she's going to be like, I didn't even know how the hell I got here. You know what I mean? But overall, I just think that she's just a fun-loving, good person. I feel like what you see is what you get. And I definitely see, down the road, there's going to be some children in her future, and she will get married. I know she's broken up with Tommy right now, but a part of me feels like, and you can shoot me if I'm wrong, I really feel like there's going to be a chance that they may get back together. And I think this could be something after he gets out. You know what I mean? It feels closer to time when he's on the road where they may get back together. Because right now I feel like even though she's dating or whatever the case may be, her heart does lie with that guy. And I do feel like there's going to be something that's going to happen when they may get back together again. But overall, just good energy for all three of these girls. I just hope that it's really hard to transition from reality TV. And don't get me wrong when it comes to Cardi B's instance. I don't know about the other girls, but I just know for sure for Cardi B's instance, she comes from Instagram. You know what I mean? So she's kind of built a different type of fame before she actually went on Love and Hip Hop. But it's really hard to transition from reality TV into a different platform as being an artist and actually respected and have reputable credibility rather than kind of put into this novelty genre. So I do wish them all the best and success and prosperity for them all. So that's what I have to say about these three lovely ladies from Love and Hip Hop New York. So stay tuned while I read on the next three. I'll let you guys know if you follow me on Twitter or if you follow me on my Facebook page or maybe even on Instagram if you follow me. I'll let you know when I do the other three. So I do want to thank you so much for your time and rocking with me. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Good night.